pair of these recently went for Okay guys, it's been a little while since I've made a video thrift shopping for eBay. So we're gonna go out and hit at least one Goodwill. I might even go over to the Salvation Army. I was thinking about the Goodwill outlet, but man, I don't know, it's so grubby in there. And I usually don't find anything. But you never know. If you don't go, you can't find it. So let's go on out here to the Goodwill on Route 62, first of all. And then we'll probably swing over to the Salvation Army on Whipple over here in Canton, see what we can find. So wherever I go shopping, I usually have like a routine I follow for each particular store. When I go to this one, usually the first thing I do is I grab my cart, I look down the aisle and see if they have any merchandise carts out. Those are the ones that they bring from the back that they have loaded up with all the stuff they're about to put on the floor. If those are out, I hit those first, check those over because that's the new stuff coming out that nobody else has seen yet. From there, I usually go to the shoes. I check out the men's shoes first, then I kind of glance through the women's shoes. I should probably spend more time in women's shoes. That didn't sound right. but that's not, you know, a very strong category for me, I guess. You know, some people can make a living selling women's shoes. I've only been able to sell a few different kinds. One of them is called Z-Coil. It's like a tennis shoe looking thing that has like a big coiled spring in the heel. And the spring is exposed, so you can see it just standing down at the end of the aisle, glancing down through all those shoes. You can see that big coil in the heel. Other than that, I mean, I don't know, there's just so many different brands of women's shoes, and I do not understand how women shop for shoes. You know, if they just look for a style they like, or if they're looking for a brand or what, I don't understand that, so I kind of steer away from that. From there, I will go over to like the little electronics section, and I usually look for things like printer ink, because if you can get printer ink brand new in a package for like $1 to $3, usually you can sell it from anywhere from $10 to $30. So there's a really good profit to be made there. I will go down that whole stretch there, and I will veer off into the toy aisle, where I'm looking for things like expensive puzzles and baseball bats, sometimes Mizuno baseball gloves. I keep an eye out for skateboards, although the only ones I ever really find are the ones that are, you know, crappy from like Walmart and Target and that. I mean, if you can find the older ones, like Nash or Action Sports or something like that, they can still go for good money. But what I'm really looking for in skateboards are the vintage pro brands. And I don't think I've ever found one at a Goodwill yet. Found a couple of yard sales on Craigslist, things like that. But they're pretty much few and far between because everybody knows what they're worth. From there, I will look down the aisle of glassware. Because there's some things like Fire King. There's a few Fire King items that are worth a lot of money. But for the most part, I stay away from glass because it's glass. It can break, and if it can break, it will. Then I move over to the men's clothes. Now, today I'm going to be looking through men's shorts. There are some pairs of shorts that go for a lot of money. One of them is called Loudmouth. That's the brand. It's like a golf brand. I talked about that in one of my recent videos. If you can find these like swimming trunks that have Kiss on them, you know, the band Kiss, those go for like $100 a pair. I've found those a couple times, but those are few and far between. Jams World, and it's funny, but like these jogging shorts, these men's jogging shorts that are really shorty shorts with the split up the side especially. For some reason, guys go for those things. They can sell for $40-50 a pair. Also, I look for Umbro, Adidas, Nike, things like that, you know, but they have to be specific, like nylon shorts. Shiny really helps the sale a lot. And then, of course, I'll move over into the men's t-shirts and button shirts. And t-shirts, I'm looking for like concert t-shirts. The button shirts, I'm looking for Nat Nast. Anything that looks like the Charlie Sheen shirts that he wore on whatever that show is he was on. Three Men and a... I don't even remember what the heck it's called. Not Three Men and a Baby. But, and then I also look for Robert Graham shirts. Those are really dressy button-up shirts. They're kind of loud. But anyways, that's just an idea of what I look for in my routine in this particular store. So let's go on in here and take a look and see if we can find anything. Ninja parts right here. It's 15 bucks for the box, I think. And the parts are worth a lot as replacement parts. Cool, and it's from 1997, brand new in the package, only $1, but there's like no resale value. There are a few that are listed for like 25 bucks, but they're not selling. So all right, we're putting the Beatles mouse pad back because that's a want and not a need. All right guys, so if you can hear me over this squeaky cart, I got a good handful of things in there. I spent 30 bucks. I'll show you what I got when we get home here. Wasn't too bad. Alright, yeah, so that wasn't too shabby of a trip. I got some good things. While I'm thinking about it, though, I wanted to tell you guys that when you're looking through the shorts, you know, I was talking about that earlier and talking about how like the shorty shorts, the nylon shorty shorts with the split leg. Those sell really well. Always look in the kids, the girls, and the women's shorts for those, because a lot of times these people, they're just sticking them out there what they think they are, and they don't realize when they're actually like unisex or men's shorts, and they put them in, like I said, you know, kids or women's, especially those shorty shorts, because they look like kids shorts. I mean, they're pretty ridiculous. It's funny to say this, but it is getting hot out here. It's 52. All right, guys, we're back home. I'm going to show you what I got at that Goodwill. I think I pretty much filmed every single thing as I picked it up. I'm going to show you anyways. I did buy this pair of swim trunks. These are Nautica. And when you're looking for a tag on Nautica shorts, you have to, like usually, you know, the tags are back here. But on Nautica, they're in the front. So you got to turn it around, and it's right there. Always on the little pouch. So these have a, where is it? Pink tag. They were $4, but pink was half off today, so I got them for $2. I can easily get anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks for these. These are like that 90s style, you know, the block color kind of style. So yeah, easily 10 to 20 bucks for those. That's not much, but everything counts. I also bought this weird thing, the Posture Pump Neck Exerciser. You strap your head into this thing, and then you have a handle, like a pump, that you pump up like this, like what goes on a blood pressure cuff, you know? And you pump it up, and there's this thing under your neck that puffs up. And then when you are ready to relieve the pressure, you just push down on this button, and it goes, and it lets it loose like on a pair of Reebok pumps. So, yeah, I mean, I paid $3 for this. And this I will probably get 30 bucks out of. That looks to be the going rate for these. Really strange. I've never seen anything like this before. The first thing I put in my cart, and this is why I say the shoe section, the men's shoes, is the first section I go to after I go to like the carts of new merchandise they're bringing out. These are Chuck Taylors. As you can see, they have the flame print on them. These are size 12, which is a very popular men's shoe size. I paid $6 for these. These things are so clean. I mean, look at the sole. It looks like they've never even been worn. A pair of these recently went for 150 bucks, guys. Now, I don't know that I'm going to get that out of it, but I will probably price them at 150 bucks or best offer. So, like I said, men's shoes. I bought this Cuisinart food processor, because if you guys watch my morning shows, the daily vlogs, you know that mine took a crap on me. This, I just paid $4. Yes, it's used, but I tested it, it works, and it'll work perfectly for me, because I don't need to make any more food than what can fit in there. That could even make food for 2-3 people, I guess, if, you know, depending on what you're making. But I was so happy to find this, I was about to spend 40 bucks on one. I bought the Archie blanket. This thing is just so cool. Look at this. Look at the colors in this. Life of Archie. The three of them sitting there sucking on a soda pop. And then on the bottom, here's what it says. 3 on a soda is the life, and it has a question mark. Okay. But anyways, I mean, this thing is like brand new. It doesn't have any tags on it, but on the, where is it? The tag right here, you can see it's never been washed. You can tell by that tag. It is dated 2019, but I could not find this anywhere online. eBay, Google, anywhere. I didn't check Amazon, but I will. And just for that purpose alone, I went ahead and bought it. It didn't have a price tag on it, but they gave it to me for $3. And I'm going to put this thing on there for 50 or best offer. I mean, this is a really, really cool design, and Archie lovers will love this blanket. So 50 bucks or best offer. And the last thing I got, I did get the box full of Ninja parts. Now, it has $15 on it. However, Goodwill usually does not bargain, but this is the power thing right here. I plugged it in, I pressed this down, and it didn't work. Now, The only thing I can think of, and let me test this now because I didn't think of this when I was in the store, so I did not mean to rip them off. I did tell them I tested this and it didn't work, and they took another $5 off, so that's cool. But I just thought of this. What if it has to actually be locked in? All right, let's test it out. Oops. Okay, I certainly didn't mean to lie to them. I didn't realize it had to be locked in place before it would actually work. But it does work, so I owe Goodwill $5. But anyways, I did buy this stuff. Well worth it just to sell the parts individually. I mean, there are 2 of these. Then this is a part individually. The blade inside is an individual part. Obviously, we have the motor now. We got a couple of extra lids and 2 pitchers, one which has the top that fits on, and they each have a blade inside. So the blades in these go for $25 a piece alone. So I'm gonna make some good money off of this, this bunch of stuff here. And yes, I'm just like that, so when I go back to Goodwill, I'll give them the other $5, or at least I'll what do they call it, like, you round up. You know, they always ask you if you want to round up. Like, if your bill comes to $1.17, they'll say, do you want to round up to $2 for Goodwill donations or something like that. So I'll round up for a little while. I usually don't, because I give them plenty of business. But I'll round up until I get to $5. That way they get their money back. So, all right, guys, that is my little haul here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be doing more of these. So if you're strictly here for the eBay videos, subscribe, make sure you come back. Check out my morning shows if you want to. They're just like daily vlog styles. I walk around the parks, and sometimes you follow me all throughout the entire day. Sometimes I sit down and say, hey, good morning, I got a lot of stuff to do today, I gotta go by. So that's it, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.